cars for 7 years now, and I mean they could probably pay cash for a car. Maybe it's a $5,000 car that they just don't want to drive. But what they also don't realize is how often are they in that car? I mean, if we looked at, how little we drive our automobiles, they sit in the driveway, they sit in a parking lot at a store, or they sit in a parking lot at work. So I think it really comes down to buying what we can afford and something that we can pay off quicker than what the term of the loan entails. And before we go on to the next question, I want to kind of segue into, the point about the car, right? So a lot of people are buying houses and they don't spend a whole lot of time in the house either. So, I know prior to the pandemic, we do have a lot of people now that work remotely. They're calling a lot more people back into the office. But, I can't tell you the amount of people that live in an oversized house that are gone from morning until night, right? And so they never really see their house. They only live in 2 or 3 rooms. So, I think it's, more of we've set ourselves up for like this status, quota where we have to look a certain way or live in a certain community or things like that. And it's taken us into debt. And I think this is a major problem. So I think we might see one of the largest recessions we have ever seen in the history of the United States. And it just may be now. We may just be at the beginning of it. And I think we're going to learn some very valuable lessons, just like my grandparents did going through the Great Depression.